All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Minecraft AstroBlock, and I'm excited. This is going to be one of those grab bag episodes. I have many plans. I have written some of them down. So we need to go back to the overworld, because we need to get some of the resources that are there. Moreover, we need to be able to get access to some of the resources that are past there, that are on the moon or on Mars, particularly on Mars. There's Desh ingots that I want to get access to, which we don't have access. Oh, they opened the Nether, apparently, now. The Nether exists again. Huh. Well, that's weird. Did they... Oh, no, it's probably just a glitch here. It's probably just showing... Yeah, it's saying visit the Dimension Nether. Huh. There was a small update to this pack, and I'm imagining there'll be another small update to fix how this is displayed. Because, yeah, this wants you to visit the Nether 3 times. That's kind of weird. Anyway, these are supposed to be the dimensions for the planets and whatnot. But Desh ingots are on Mars, and that's where we want to be able to go. Of course, it's going to take us a little while. We need to get to the overworld and gather up a bunch of resources. But in order to do that in a sort of safe sort of way, I have a plan. I want to upgrade our jetpack as much as we can. I want to build a phaser rifle, right? It'll be amazing. I want to craft an inventory generator. Now, we have an inventory death generator. It's right here. This thing, it will generate redstone flux from undead mob items in the generator slot, and it can recharge items in your inventory, including armor. Now, that's great. We could put in, zombie flesh or whatever. But if we look at the quest chain, this is, by the way, the upgrade is why some of these things... yeah, okay, we got some pig bait. Lovely. Why some of these quest rewards showed up again is because we had already completed them, but, you know, the upgrade, they made some tweaks, and so yada yada. I'm going to drop some stuff off. I should have been a little better prepared. But you know what? I'm just so excited to be recording. Where are the other two? Unclaimed rewards. Oh, okay. Ongiri, small scuttled hide, pre-launch checklist, and research paper asteroids. Thank you. Thank you for all of those. Put some of those away. Research paper. Yeah, we need to craft a telescope and look in the telescopes to discover the asteroids. Because if we look at the map, all we know about right now is the sun and the overworld. We don't even know that the asteroid belt exists. You have to discover that in a telescope. Okay, so we want an inventory generator because that will mean that our phaser rifle can continue to stay powered. I want to craft another astrominer because we'll go ahead and just set up an astrominer on the overworld. Those things can hunt around underground as well, and then we can gather a bunch of the ores that are exclusive to the overworld and get those back there. Also want to get an ender chest because I don't want to be corpse walking our resources back. That feels a little bit skeevy to me. I want to have a little bit of a furnace set up. That should be a furnace. A coal generator. So I want to get a couple of hopping bonsai pots and some drawers and stuff so that we can get a little bit of power set up over on the overworld. That we won't build in the city. We'll make a little base around where we land, probably underground, and get a bunch of resources gathered. And then, of course, we need power cables to wire that up, and we need to bring a bunch of potatoes. But the ender chest is the part where it's going to take a fair bit of work because we're going to need to build a mob farm today. By the way, I haven't shown you, I have finished decorating and expanding our base. Look at our wonderful mob farm. I put in another mob farm. Our wonderful potato farm. I put in another oxygen collector there. And yeah, this area is not oxygenated just yet, but I've expanded this out. And it looks very fancy, if I do say so myself. Okay, so actually, let's go with step 1, which is upgrading our jetpack, because I don't like this whole 50 RF thing. I managed to run out of it a lot, and I've actually taken the jetpack off because I want to upgrade our jetpack. I want to do it with you together here. Iron jetpack, and a boom. There we go. Now we have an iron jetpack. And, of course, that's actually 2 quests because they put it in 2 different locations. There's the bonus quest of a rare reward. Ooh, an energy tablet. That sounds potentially useful. What does this do? I don't know. Usage. Oh, right. We can put this into assorted things. Cool. Maybe we care. Maybe we don't. Who knows? Oh, charge pad. We can make a new charge pad. That'd be nice. And over here, we get a common reward for it as well. 8 calamari. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we can also upgrade this 1 tier more to bronze. And I do have most of the materials, I think, to do that. Let's see. We got some copper and some tin. Have I made bronze? All right, copper and tin smelting up to give us some bronze, and then we'll update from there. Now, if you look at the progression of the jetpacks, the next step after bronze is meteoric jetpack, which requires meteoric iron, which you can find on Mars. We also get it whenever these meteors strike, and then we're able the little meteorites, and we're able to farm those up. But I don't want to upgrade because I feel like we may need the meteoric iron for creating our tier 2 or tier 3 rocket anyway. So let's grab some of this bronze and let's work on getting our jetpack up to speed. So right now we have, we need to create some thrusters. We need bronze energy cells. Let's see, we're going to need at least 5. We need 5 of those. Yeah, 5 of those things. There we go. Bronze. And okay, now we're short of ingots. Keep it coming. And give me 2 of those. Oh, we need furnaces. The furnaces are kind of annoying just because we have to put them all into slabs, and then you got to do the half furnaces and then convert them to furnaces. Let's balance that. And then boom. There we go. We'll just craft a whole bunch of furnaces all at once. There we go. And of course, it leaves me 1 left over of everything, which is just great. Okay, so 2 of these. It won't let me craft 2. Why? What are we shy on for 1 of these? Just more ingots. Okay, fair enough. All right, give me 1 more of these, s'il vous plaît. And then we just need the bronze capacitor, which we do have the materials to craft. And there we go, a bronze jetpack. Okay, cool. We can stand on here, and this thing holds a whopping, I don't know, significant amount of charge. Oh, look at that. Holds 500,000 phi. That's fantastic. And the hover speed actually looks pretty decent. Are we going to be able to actually hover now? Because that'll be amazing for building. All right, we're going to fly out here and see just how good this is. You can also take a look at how we've got this set up. So, I mean, it's nothing fancy. And hover. Okay, we're descending slowly, but that's not too bad. That's, I mean, certainly better than the plastic jetpack was. And yeah, so this is our ship now. We'll have a lot to expand on, I'm sure, eventually. But for now, this is not too bad for me. And bronze jetpack rare reward, orange elevators. Oh, what is the orange elevator? I wonder if this is the fancy teleporty elevator. Where if you shift on it, it'll transfer you to one that's vertically. Well, that was a bad place to put it. Let's see here, because this is unsealed, so we can test it out here. Put that there, and then I'll just replace this like so. Oh, that's fantastic! Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. So we can just. Well, cool. So I can shift and jump to go back and forth between these things. Oh man, that means we can get rid of those glitchy things. We can just use these elevator blocks. That's very exciting. That's a great reward. Finally, a reward that we can be excited about. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to put that somewhere in here, and we can get rid of these things entirely. And oh man, open up a whole bunch of space. By the way, I had to put this airlock back in. I'm not sure why. It's able to maintain the seal just fine inside here and outside here, and it was working fine for a while, and then all of a sudden this one started to complain that the area was too big. It's doing the same darn thing now over here. And I don't know why it does that. It's very weird. Well, we'll have to figure that out at some point. But, okay. So the next thing I want to do is craft a phaser rifle. Now, it's theoretically behind this data pad and phaser, but I know the phaser rifle is the better one. If we look at the phaser, you can see here, DPS is 2, DPS is 16.36. So that's the one that I want. If it's not too terrible, I suppose we can craft all the prerequisites. That's a book. I don't want to worry about a book just yet. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at a phaser rifle recipe, and then we'll eventually get credit for it down the road. So a diamond capacitor, a steel capacitor, that we should be able to do, and then a steel pole, and then a tool casing. Let's craft the tool casing real quick, because that's nice and easy. Tool casing, give me that. Thank you. And then, yeah, so we're missing all of these. I need a bunch of steel. So I've got steel here. I'm going to go ahead and get that compressing up. The diamond capacitor looks like this. We need an advanced coil, some redstone, blah, blah, blah. Easy enough. Okay, so let's grab a steel pole while we can. And then this diamond capacitor. So diamond energy cells. I need advanced coils. I need at least 3 of those. Nice. We have plenty of reasons. Oh, I should have made one more. Whoops. There we go. Give me one more. Thank you. What? All right, whatever. All right, and Give me my diamond capacitor. Thank you very much. And then we just need a steel one of those as well. So just the steel capacitor. So a bunch of steel energy cells, 3 of those. So I need some more of these. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And steel energy cells. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And a steel capacitor. Kaboom. All right. And now should be able to make a phaser rifle. So congratulations to us. Now we can shoot stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I can right click to sight and then I can shoot. Well, I don't have any power right now, but if I stand here and start charging this up, I can go ahead and shoot. And this is part of why it's going to be very helpful to have an inventory generator, because this thing does drain a significant amount of power. Okay, so let's go about crafting up a mob farm, because I want to put a mob farm in the back of here, just temporarily. We'll eventually make it look nice and whatnot. You know me. I eventually get around to everything, right? And so we could create a basic mob farm, but we're in modded, so let's create a mob crusher, and this will kill mobs. So this accepts a range add-on, which I've already created. We're going to need, now to do this though, we're going to need books. And the reason I wanted to craft the phaser real quick is because to craft a book, well, we need leather. Now leather we can craft from cowhide. Cowhide we can put rotten flesh in a compressor to get cowhide. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's okay. We're also going to need some paper. We do have some sugar seeds. There we go, sugarcane seed. And so I think we'll probably abuse the potato farm to grow these. I think we can do that. Let's find out. Of course, I'm gonna squash that, and then it immediately replants stuff anyway, which is great. Oh, it won't let me do that there. Huh. Okay. Okay, it won't let me plant the sugarcane seed there, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. So we're gonna need at least 4 rotten flesh. So yeah, it's time for us to use our new phaser. And actually, since we're going to do that, if we're gonna go out into the wide world, let's make sure that we have a way to recharge our phaser, and that is of course with the with this generator. So we'll eventually get we want to get this inventory furnace generator, because this one exists, and it says it's capped at 5 RF per tick. So it generates redstone flux from burnable items in the inventory slot, blah, blah, blah. So we'll go ahead and craft that, and then that's a part of the recipe for the inventory furnace generator. So the survivalist generator, let's look at that. Would you look at that? We already have pretty much the whole kit and caboodle here. So compressed iron, furnace slab. There we go. We already have this. Lovely. Boom. And we get 2 quests because that's also in the arsenal of stuff that it says we should make. Cool. And then under generators, we get this as well. Ooh, we got 2 more slime balls. That'll come in useful. Now we can just surround this with a little bit more iron and get the proper furnace one. So we'll go ahead and immediately upgrade this to the furnace one. There we go. And we get a quest for that. Let's go ahead and gather those. Inventory furnace generator. And there are a bunch of different variants of these. This also unlocks simple generators, which allows us to burn assorted things for power. I'm not really sure why we would use those over the other sources of power we already have, but hey, they exist, so that's a thing. But okay, if we open this thing up, we can go ahead and do that. Now we can let's see. The mode is charging mode is off. I can press divide to set it to charge. And so right now this has 32. Okay, it's fully charged. If I waste some fuel, there we go, 94, and then I'll go ahead and turn this thing on. So it's going to start burning, and it will burn. It does have its an internal capacity. It's not charging right now, but if I turn it on, I'll go ahead and just hold this, and then boom, turn it on. Or do I have to have it selected while turning it on? I'm not sure. Charging mode is off. There we go. Charging mode should be on now. And there we go, 100%. Okay. So now we are replenishing, which is great news. We're going to go out and waste some zombies. Get some zombie flesh. All right. And let's see if I can... Yeah, hovering makes this a little bit easier. All right, we're a little too far away, I think. Look at that. Ha! So amazing. I love it. Of course, drops no loot. That's annoying. Okay. Haha. There we go. We got some zombie flesh already. Oh, we're out of power. Or it wants us to slow down, I think. It's overheated or something. There we go. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is so much better than the lame job I was doing before. All right. Are we? Yes, we're on hover. Okay. All right. All right, and I think that is the 4 that we actually need. So we should be good as far as leather goes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just crush those up. And while we're waiting here, I am going to, let's see, I'm going to grab some sand. Actually, no, I'm going to grab some dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to try and plant the sugarcane seeds just to get paper going, because we're going to need it. And plop that there. Of course, this is a terrible place to put these, but that's okay. I'm not sure. Is this going to... Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. So it will let me... And weirdly, it won't let me plant them in the corners. Well, all right, that's fine. And actually, I can just go ahead and harvest these right away, because I don't need to wait. I'm an impatient person. And there we go. Give me a book. Thank you very much. And now we should be able to make our mob crusher. Unless I've forgotten something. A little bit. Yep, okay. I've forgotten a little bit. Let me grab some of this. 1, 2. And actually, we should just grab a stack of those, because we'll need them eventually. And come on over here. I know I've got my machine casings I crafted up ahead of time. Okay, there we go. An iron sword. We should be able to make that. All right, give me an iron sword, s'il vous plaît. And then we need 2 gold gears. 1, 2. There we go. And a mob crusher. Oh, we need a block of redstone. I'm going to steal from here because I'm a bad person. Oh, we have... Oh, whatever. Okay, there we go. Grab that. Thank you very much. And then let's grab our range add-on, tier 3. And then I'm going to grab an aluminum wire, and we'll head into our new area and see about actually setting this thing up. Okay, so the Mob Crusher range with the tier 3 add-on is 9x9, which is the same as this, which means this space is actually just a little bit too small. But you know what? I think we're gonna be okay with that. We'll use a slightly smaller area, and maybe off camera I'll expand this back by a little bit. I want to set this up. Let's place it. It'd be easy to just place it right here. That'd make life easier, but that ends up using fairly significant lack of space there. Well, whatever. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll do it. Pick that up. So let's put that. Well, of course, I got to put this down the right way. I do think at some point we do develop anti-gravity stuff in the Star Trek-y mod. But okay. So this is the Mob Crusher. It will destroy mobs in this area. If we put in the let's show the working area. There we go. Right now, it will just destroy mobs if they happen to walk in that single area, which I can't demo because we're not in creative. And then if we install the range add-on, there we go. It's 3 tall, and then it's 9x9. So width-wise, it works. Now, it doesn't have any power because we need to throw power onto it. So there we go. And now it has power. So now if a mob happens to walk in here, not us, but another mob happens to walk in here, it will die. So what I want to do now is let's gather. We can make this look ugly for now because we don't really care. Really? What the heck? Okay, more of this whole, hey, we don't have any oxygen, complaining stuff. That's annoying. Well, no, this says it's sealed. Which one is the one that's complaining? Is this complaining? No, this says it's sealed too. All right, it doesn't like when we open that up. Well, I suppose there's a lot of oxygen running out because there's a lot of space in there. We'll eventually want to get that thing compressed up as well, but whatever. Just grab a bunch of cobblestone, and we'll go ahead and seal off this area so that it can start to spawn in some mobs for us. And actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just, we can knock this out, and just put that in there and that in there. And now this thing, yep, okay, it still has power, but we can actually seal this up. Good. And now, before we fully seal this thing up, I'm going to go ahead and just pull off these torches, because we don't need them. In fact, we do not want them. Okay, and there we go. We now have a very small mob spawning room. And the reason we set this up initially is that in addition to collecting the drops that the mob, it is going to collect fluid essence. And fluid essence is actually needed for the second part of this, which is a mob duplicator. Because what we really want is Enderman. We need Ender Eyes, and there's not much of a chance of me destroying them on my own. So we want to eventually install a mob duplicator, which we'll put in. Is this thing still leaking? Why is this? Whatever. A mob duplicator, which will let us spawn in Endermen automatically and then automatically crush them, and then it'll be fantastic, and life is great. But it needs essence to do that. So if we look at the mob duplicator, here's the recipe for that. It requires magma cream and emeralds and nether wart, which are non-traditional things. We do happen to have 2 emeralds. I think we got them as a quest reward. We can craft magma cream from blaze powder and slime balls, which we did have 2 of, but we actually now have 2 more because we just got them as another quest reward. So we'll go ahead and grab those, and then we can make some magma, which is great news. We have emeralds in here, and then, yeah, the nether wart is just, there was a crusher recipe for it. Yep, just seeds and blaze. And there we go. We can craft ourselves a mob duplicator. Okay, so that's great. And the mob duplicator will eventually go into our mob farm. Now, we need to stand a little bit away from the mob farm for the natural spawning mobs to spawn, and hopefully we'll get some. We'll have to see. They should die pretty much immediately, unless they spawn, because this thing will kill, I think, one every tick or something, every couple ticks or something. Yeah, so no essence, so nothing has spawned in here thus far. That's fine. We'll eventually get an item extractor as well. Now, this duplicator, though, as I said, does require fluid essence in order to spawn stuff, so we're going to have to hope that at least one thing spawns in there on its own, so that we can start generating some essence from the mob killer, and then we'll have to wire up some fluid to go out from there and into. It's a whole thing. But of course, if we're going to use the mob duplicator requires a mob imprisonment tool, and this looks like a Pokeball, and basically we need to capture one of the type of mob that we want to duplicate, and in this case we just basically need to right click an Enderman, and then we'll be able to put that thing into our mob duplicator and then produce Enderman ad nauseum. So that's what we want to do. We need plastic and we need a gas tier. Now the gas tier we can make from nether quartz seed, which we can make from sand and nether quartz dust. Okay, so nether quartz dust we can make from, let's see, quartz. Let's just look here. Block of quartz. Come on. Block of quartz. We can. Yeah, block of quartz. We can just craft into a single quartz. Then we can put the quartz in the quartz grindstone. Say quartz one more time. Put this into the grindstone. I have this whole thing set up because I was pouring ores into here and automatically doing all this whole. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's take all these out for the moment. Go ahead and grind that thing up. Oh, actually, no, stop. Well, whatever, it's fine. Nope, there we go. Give me my nether quartz dust. I need it. Okay, so we need a sand, and then nether quartz dust and that sand. At some point, we should also add a muffling upgrade to this compressor that's automatically turning our sand into dust over here for our autosieve, because it's been hammering for a very long time. And then we can crush these nether quartz seed into gas tiers. There we go. And since we have 2 of them, why the heck not go ahead and craft up multiple imprisonment tools. There we go. And give me the imprisonment tools. We'll put those into these slots, and let's go upstairs and let's go see if we can find ourselves an Enderman. I love having the improved jetpack and the improved oxygen stuff, because it means we don't have to sit here and freak out worrying every time before we go out going, do I need to stop and refill everything? I don't know. Actually, you know what I would love to get is a skeleton. We just need to get in close and then right click them, which could be a bit of a pain in the butt, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. There we go. If we stay mostly above, they should have a more difficult time hitting us. Let's see. And boom. Oh, come on. Really? Is there another skeleton? There's one over there. All right. That should be a little easier, maybe. Come on. All right, maybe. Oh, this one should be a little easier. Of course, I'm sure it'll start falling, but that's okay. And right-click. There we go. Now we have captured an evolved skeleton. Whoops. And of course, I threw it away. Give me that. Give me that. I'm an idiot. And now I just need to run around. So now we should be able to automatically generate skeletons and duplicate them and just spawn them and then kill them, which would be great. But we also need to find an evolved Enderman and right-click it so that we can spawn those, because what we really want is the Ender Pearls. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Oh, come on. Really? Really, really, really? Yes! Okay, we got it. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we have captured ourselves an Enderman and a Pokeball. Life is amazing. Oh, and I still have the range. I still have the range showing. Actually, that's not a bad idea, because then at least we'll see. Yeah. Then when I go ahead and expand the ship a little bit, we'll be able to see where I want to expand it to. And let's see if anything has spawned in the meantime. Hopefully it has, but we'll see. Yes! Okay, look at that. We've gotten some rotten flesh, some totem of diffusing head, and some bone, and a little bit of fluid essence. That's lovely. Okay, so time for us to open this thing up, and we don't have to... We can leave this dark. We don't even really care, because we'll be safe regardless. Actually, I'll go ahead and do this just to make less jumping. Oh, you know what? Annoyingly... well, okay, let's turn this off for a sec, the working area. If we're doing a 9x9 area... well, of course, stuff won't spawn with us right here. What that means is that what we want to do is place the spawner right here. Let's or the duplicator. Let's show the working area there. Yes. Okay. All right. Then we throw in the range add-on, and then yeah. Now, so this will spawn. Well, is this one? Then if we show the working area here, well, that one's kind of annoying because now it's happy to spawn them in. It's centered around it. That's kind of weird. It's annoying that it's vertically centered around it, but oh well. I mean, I guess that's fine. Well, I guess in that case, let's move it up by 1 block. Because there's no point in having the extra. I mean, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Plop that down there, and then show the working area. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I've got my range add-on. Okay. Range add-on. And yeah, okay, so now the working area, okay, at least here it extends to the right dimensions. It's just annoying as far as it also extends below here, which we don't necessarily want it spawning anything over there. But that's okay, whatever. It's fine. Life is fine. Life is pain. Okay. Now we do have below here, I'm gonna tear, let's see. Oh, I love this hover. See, I can actually do things. We have a whole surface layer underneath here. So what we will need to do is craft some fluid pipes to get the essence out from here, out from the crusher, and into the duplicator. And we'll also need to run power into the duplicator. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will see you in a few moments. Okay, so this thing has power, which is good, and we just need it to also have the mob essence, which it will use to do its actual duplication. So there we go. It's pulling out the mob essence. There we go. So when this thing kills stuff, it produces essence. Oh, look at that. We already got 2 ender pearls. We're pretty much done. We don't even need to finish this. That's great. And we'll go ahead and seal up this floor here. But, and let's see, we'll use cobble for now. This should be something that we can basically pop in the Enderman, and it's got the essence that it can use to produce Enderman, and it will start throwing Enderman in here and then immediately killing them, which will be awesome. Then we'll be able to grab all of that tasty, tasty loot. I'm excited. Okay, are we ready for this? Let's go ahead, pop in the evolved Enderman. Boom. And it was fast because it's already dead. Okay, it's that fast. That's great. Although it looks like it does not produce enough essence in killing one. It produces less essence, or it consumes more essence than it produces. So I guess we will have to rely on some passive spawning to get this thing to happen, unless there's a different way for us to produce essence. Yeah, no, it looks like it's just output from the mob crusher. So who knows? Maybe we'll have to. Well, we'll find out. But hey, that's at least something. We managed to kill some more Endermen, and didn't give us additional loot. That's kind of a bummer. But we have the 2 that we need, which means we can craft our 2. Why is this being this way? We can craft our 2 ender chests, right? We need Eyes of Ender, so we need to combine them with Blaze. Ba-bum. Eyes with Blaze. There we go. Eye of Ender. Oops. We got a little too much. That's okay. Like that, and balance, and there we go. 2 ender chests. So now we have a way to actually get materials back and forth between the different planets. That's very exciting. So we can bring this to Earth with us. What else was on our list? Just compressor, power cables, potatoes. Let's see. The inventory generator we've done. The astro miner is just a matter of me crafting up a bunch of stuff. And we've already done that, so I'll do that before the next episode. And yeah, potatoes. Let's see. Let's double check the compressor. Yeah, no, this is trivially easy. It's just iron and a wooden hammer. Okay, cool. So we'll have all of those materials ready to go. We'll have some hoppers ready to bring, and we will head on out to the overworld pretty darn soon. So look forward to that, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers.